Hey sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Nanyacim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you so much, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to watch my videos. You all are awesome. So today, it looks like biracial lady got something she wants to tell black people, all right? And I am gonna run the video and then the stitches. Then we'll come back to talk about it. Please let me all know what you think in the comment section, all right? And stay glued to your screen. Do not go anywhere. Let's get into it.
If you're a black woman and you feel this way, don't have children outside of your race. I am sick and tired of black women having biracial children and not validating them as biracial. If you want black children, have children with a black man. You're having children with non-black men, lying to them about their biracial identity, and that's what causes racial identity issues.
Wait. Now, what is that? She sounds so angry. Number two is, how did she drag black women into this? Is it only black women? Wait, I don't get it. It's in kind of, how did she come about black women? Anyways, let's get into the stitches and see, what they got to say. So,
I am sick and tired of black women having biracial children and not validating them as biracial.
You know you done fucked up, right? Nope, I'm gonna collect myself and do it the right way. Black women are not the only women who can have biracial children. Black people aren't the only people who create biracial children. But all of your content is geared towards the problematic traits of black people.
If you want black children, have children with a black man.
Love, I don't think you've consulted your cohorts. I don't think that you get to decide that all biracial people aren't considered black. Not to mention, to many of your counterparts, including the ones that are white and Asian and still biracial, you a Negro like the rest of us, boo. And I saw that you weren't raised by either of your parents. And I am sorry for that. And I could see how that could really skew one's sense of self. But could you please enlighten me as to why all of your anger is towards your black parent?
If you're a black woman and you feel this way, don't have children outside of your race. I'm sick and tired of black women having biracial children and not validating them as biracial. If you want black children, have children with a black man.
First of all, do me a favor, take that bass out your voice. No cap. Second of all, let's get into a little science real fast. You can be black and also be biracial. If I look black, I'm black. If I'm black and I don't look black, I'm passing. I have a certain amount of privilege, whether or not I have extensive black lineage or not. Race, as how it's been created in society, is based on phenotypes, observable characteristics based on your genotypes. Full lips, full nose, brown skin, kinky hair, all of those are characteristics that you can attribute to black people. Knowing that, it's not hard for a black person to make a black baby, mixed race or not. I'm not a scientist, but I've definitely done Punnett squares before. Racism itself is also based on phenotypes because it's about the way that black people look when they are discriminated against. Otherwise, how will black people be singled out? The fact that a white person can have a black baby as long as there's some black lineage in the family is the reason why white people even created the one drop rule. Now that we got done with the facts, let me tell you what I'm sick and tired of. I'm sick and tired of unsmart people. I'm sick and tired of hashtag light-skinned biracials and the inflammatory content that y'all only target towards black audiences. I'm sick and tired of y'all not talking about y'all white side of the family and not saying anything negative about y'all white mama. I'm tired of y'all not just being honest and saying I was bullied for my proximity to whiteness as a child, and instead of seeking a professional, I decided to vent on TikTok and be mad at y'all about it. I'm really sick of y'all having all this volatile animosity towards black people when y'all speaking on us. And this profile in particular has even posted and said, I'm not black, I'm biracial. That's totally fair. However, that profile also posted and said, black people need to mind black business. Yet, every other post is about black business that you aren't part of. And that just leads me to be like, it must be a reason you feel so comfortable speaking on a community that you said yourself you're not a part of. What could it be?
I always find comments like this troubling. And they're usually coming from someone who identifies as mixed race and refuses to identify as black. I have some thoughts on why that is, but we're not going to go into that right now. But I do want to touch on something else. And it's the fact that when we are speaking on these black biracial or mixed children that have a white parent, and we are telling everyone that if they are phenotypically black, then they are black, because that's what race is, there are immediately so many mixed or biracial identifying people in the comment section that want to attack us and say, why are you denying his white side? Why are you denying his white side? No one is saying that he cannot know his white family. No one is saying that he cannot know what culture and ethnic group he comes from on the side of the people that present as white. But y'all are confusing phenotype with genotype. As we've discussed several times, race is not a biological reality. It is not something that you can quantify through blood. When you take a DNA test, it does not come back and tell you, you're 50% white. So there is no white side. And as far as people in America go, everyone is ethnically mixed. And that's due to colonization, the slave trade, history. No one in America is 100% anything. And the reason why it's dangerous for him to walk around saying, I'm white, is because he's not, if he does not present as white. And I don't know why this has to be said in 2022, but black does not just look one way. Y'all do understand that African DNA is the blueprint, and within it holds every genetic makeup you could think of for a human being. But white supremacy has put into place that black has to look a certain way. So again, he is either going to present to the world as black or he's going to present as white. That's what race is. Doesn't matter what his parents are. It doesn't matter what his grandmother is or his grandfather is. What matters is what he looks like. Now, by all means, he should embrace his ethnic cultures. But to embrace whiteness is to embrace anti-blackness. Why would you want him to embrace that? And I feel like people that leave comments like this have a lot of anti-blackness within themselves. But okay.
So I keep seeing people like stitch this girl's video, and there's a lot of mixed reactions to it. So I decided to finally go ahead and take a dive into her page. She is very pro mixed race, very pro I am not black, I'm biracial, very if the black community doesn't want to accept biracial people don't care. I am very mixed on the content on her page. Some of her points I understand. There is nothing wrong with claiming biracial if you are biracial. So you don't have to claim black just because you're mixed with black. And a lot of people go back and forth with it. We go back to the one drop rule thing. We go back to, oh, well, black is the dominant gene, so if you have half black, then you're black. But then in the same breath, you'll turn around and tell someone who is mixed but is pretty much white passing that they are not black. And you can't have that both ways. If a mixed person who presents as black says that they're mixed, then you tell them that they hate themselves because they're black. If a mixed person who presents as white tells you that they are black, then you tell them they can't claim black because they're mixed and their experiences are not that of a black person. I feel like American black people are the only ones who just put so much emphasis on who's mixed with what your color is, what your hair texture is, what this and what that is. On some points of hers, I disagree. You cannot say that as a mixed person that we can't say that we're too black for one community and too white for another community, because a lot of us have had those experiences growing up. I'm not even mixed and I had those experiences because people assume that I was mixed. You can't tell someone who is mixed but is black presenting and the world sees them as a black person and only a black person, and they experience the black experience in America. You cannot tell them that they cannot identify as black because they live their life as a black person. Society sees them as a black person. They get the treatment of being a black person in America. At the end of the day, we cannot pick and choose who is black and who is not. That's the first thing. We cannot pick and choose and speak on other people's experiences because you cannot tell someone what their experience is. And if you are mixed with black and you want to acknowledge both of those sides of yourself, that is fine. Nothing that anyone else says changes your life experience in this world. And that's what it comes down to.
actually, I absolutely think that she probably have problem with Black community or something. That's why she actually singled them out to, like, you know, talk about them, like, you know, not telling their kids that they are biracial instead of telling them they are Blacks, you know. But it's all good. Let me all know what you think in the comment section, and I think this is where we're gonna draw the curtain, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.